Hello students, this is a worksheet, a grammar worksheet on tenses, and the students are expected to work on this and discuss the answers in the class. Complete the following sentences using appropriate verb forms. Verb forms means, for example, S is added, ing is added. These are the verb forms that is expected over here. Tenses also, for example, ing form ed has completed, or for example, if I were to give you an example with the word walk, a regular verb, I walk to school every day. I have been walking to school every day. I have walked to school. I have been walking to school every day. If it is walk with past tense, it will be I walked. I was walking. I had walked. I had been walking. If it is future tense, I will walk. I will be walking. I will have walked. I will have been walking. If it is an irregular verb, for example, write. I write, I am writing, I have written, I have been writing. Past tense, I wrote, I was writing, I had written, I had been writing. Future tense, I will write, I will be writing, I will have written, I will have been writing. This is how the tenses would change. Now let us begin with the exercise that is given over here. The newspaper boy usually dash the newspapers in the morning before 7 a.m. One, this numeral one means the blank that you need to fill in one. So bring or brings. The boy brings. It's singular over here, so the verb will take it S. He dash newspapers since 2010. He has been distributing. Give it a try. Yesterday he dash late. Yesterday he came late. When asked, he said that the bundles arrived late. So I hope the students have got some idea about how this exercise to be done. Now I'll be reading the exercise to you. You are expected to attempt this exercise. Matthews has no house of his own and he dash want to build one. Last month he dash buy a piece of metal, a piece of land. The construction of his new house dash not start yet. He dash begin work next month. Complete the following sentences using an appropriate verb form. Uh, the options are given over here: drinks, drink, drank, was drinking. So we need to fill this blank with the words from the choice given over here. I usually dash tea in the morning, but today I drank coffee. I usually, with I, first person, what verb goes? Fill. Ram is one of the players who dash selected for the test match. Has been, have been, is, was. First of the each of the continent each of the candidates dash interviewed by the manager. Are, were, has been, have been. Fourth, we would rather dash than surrender. B, dying, die, died, and will die. Fifth, not dash in time, he did not get the job. A, being applied, applying, having applied, applied. Sixth, by the storm, we took shelter under a bridge. Driving, drove, driven, none of these. We dash in this city for 10 years. Lived, have lived, had lived, were living. Did you dash him? Recognize, A is recognized, recognize, were recognizing, had recognized. No one dash what happened to her. No, knew, had known, be knowing. 10th, does he dash what he is doing? Understands, understand, understood, have understood. Now let us move to editing. This is an error. There's an error in the form of verb in each of the following lines. Find the error. Write the incorrect word in the and the correction in your answer sheet as given below. Remember to underline the word that you have supplied. Now let us look at the passage. The technique to attempting this kind of passages is to read the paragraph thrice. One is very swiftly. When you read very swiftly without doing any editing, you get the central idea and understand the passage. Then, when you're reading for the second time, read and look at the tense, what tense is used, for example, past tense, future tense, and then what tone is used, can, could, would, that modals, the tone is set. At the third attempt, try responding to the editing. Now let us read it at the first go. I first saw the leopard when I am crossing the small stream. As I crossed the stream and began climbing the hill, the grunting and chattering increases, as though the languors was trying to warn me of some hidden danger. The tiger was not look towards me, but it must have sensed my presence. It slowly turned its head and looked down at me. I have disturbed the animal in its quest for food, and I felt sorry. Now, over here, if you see what kind of error is there, I uh, I saw first of all that is the tense is in the past tense. The tiger was its past tense, and can, could, should, I, that's okay. Past tense. Okay. Now let us look at the editing. Third go. I first saw the leopard when I dash crossing. So past tense will be I am is the error over here. So error and was is the correction. So am and was. This is to be written in the notebook with A, B, C, D next to it. Do not change the order, writing the correction first and error afterwards. That will definitely upset the order of corrections. Now with the latest style, the MCQs are given where you will be given A, B, C, D as four options for editing, and you may select the right answer for corrections. Correct the following sentences using proper tense forms. I am liking it very much. Correct the sentence using proper tense form. I am liking it very much. Mohit is seeing the bus coming. I already sent a telegram to Manish before I received your phone call. That is all for this exercise. In the next exercise, we have the worksheet on grammar tenses. The newspaper boy usually begins, these are the answers, the paper in the morning before 7 a.m. He has been distributing newspapers since 2010. Yesterday he came late. When asked, he said that the bundles arrived or had arrived late. Both are correct as per the context. Matthew has no house of his own and he wants to build one. Last month he bought a piece of land. The construction of his new house has not started yet. He will begin work next month. If the students argue on this answer that he wanted, Matthews has not, and he wants to build one. Last month he bought simple past is given. Avoid that he wanted to build one. Keep it too simple. So simple present and then simple past. Now look at the editing and corrections over here. Cross crossed, began, increases increase, was were, looked looking, sense sensed, looked, have had. I like it very much. Mohit sees the bus coming. I had already sent a telegram to Manish before I received your phone call. Thank you very much for your kind attention. This was the answer key that was read out.